In today's video, we begin our Christmas Decorate With Me for Christmas 23 home tour with a gorgeous Christmas tree step by step. Keep watching.
You guys, I am in a debacle. First of all, ignore the green wall because it's about to be painted blue for the home tour. However, I have my first Christmas tree right here in the corner, and I want to add this beautiful brass reindeer right here with it, and I think it would be really cute. However, the question is, do I decorate the Christmas tree and do a little swag on the neck, or do I decorate the neck and then do just a little swag on the tree? Yeah, I'm debating that. And then also I want to share with you real quick, I have the second tree over here. That green wall also is going to be painted blue. You guys know that I'm a blue and white fanatic, and the layout is ready, and I cannot wait for you guys to see all of it. All right, you guys, so I am at Home Depot trying to find me some blue paint for the walls, and I, from a distance, already like this blue right here. It is dark, it is moody. This one is a little too light for me, for my taste, but this one right here is absolutely perfect. Midnight blue, so beautiful. All right, you guys, so today is November 4th, and this is the update. So quick, I painted the walls blue, and look what difference that makes, right? I'm super excited because right now I'm gonna share with you how to decorate this beautiful Christmas tree, and then we have another one over there by the window we'll be doing soon. But I just want to share with you the mess still here. But right now we're gonna get into all of this beautiful stuff, and I'm gonna share with you how to decorate a gorgeous Christmas tree.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ramon at Home. I'm so excited you're here today because in today's video we begin our Christmas Decorate With Me for Christmas Home Tour 2023. You guys, I cannot believe this is almost the middle of November and the Christmas decorating has begun. And in this particular Decorate With Me series, I'm going to share with you how to decorate your Christmas trees, your tablescape, around the mirror, around an entryway, and it's going to be so much fun. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can create the most spectacular Christmas tree for your Christmas decorating. As I am sure you guys know, this year's theme for our home tour is blue and white, and I am super excited. So if you are interested in a Decorate With Me series or how to decorate your Christmas tree or even home tours for Christmas, be sure to stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video because it is free and it really helps this channel. And then also don't forget to share with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp so they too can come and join the Christmas decorating fun. All right, are you guys ready? Let's get started. All right, everyone, so to decorate this gorgeous Christmas tree in a blue and white theme, what I'm going to do is explain a few things. You know how I have a process where I do ribbons first, stems, picks, and florals second. Then after that, we add the ornaments, and then we do the accent ribbons. We're going to try and follow the exact same technique, except that the ribbons are going to be second, because as you guys can see, what I'm going to do is a swoop around this beautiful Christmas tree. And for that, I added a white garland to be my guide. Not because I wanted it to be white, but that way I can see where I'm going to be working. And this is going to attach at the bottom with the reindeer, and it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna beef up this garland. And to do that, I'm going to add some picks. Remember, ribbons is first, but in this case, because we're doing that swoop around, I want to do them second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where my garland's going to be, and I'm going to add this pick right here. And like I said, this white garland is going to be my guide. So what you need to do is just grab yourself a garland and attach it to it like this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna try and attach some of these picks, and all I have to do is grab one of my white bristles, and that way I'm gonna follow the line of my garland. You see how that goes? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a second one of these. This particular pick is from Presley Pierce. I don't know if they have it this year or not, but it is absolutely gorgeous. It is so airy, and every single stem has a wire, so it is so beautiful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to start coming from here. So basically you just grab that white garland, and you want to make sure that you use the white garland only, so that way it is your guide to guide you throughout the swirl, because we want to keep that swirl going around. So that's number 2. So I have a third one right here. And so I'm going to add this guy over on this side, but not without fluff. And remember, you guys, this comes so flat in the box, so we have to make sure that we give it life, especially this one, because if you could see this in person, it is so beautiful, because every single greenery has one wire. So if you wanted to, really could spring forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this guy right around here, sticking it into the tree. And remember, just with the bristle, we want to continue this right here. Now, the reason why I want to do this is because my reindeer also has the same elements. So I like to keep all the same elements, so that way it looks like it really attaches to it. All right, so the second one is going to be this frosted fern, and this guy is from Hobby Lobby. So I know you can find those there. And I'm gonna start right here on the top one more time. So I'm just gonna go through right here, and I'm going to grab my white garland. And I'm gonna be repeating that a lot, you guys, because I really want you to make sure that you know that it is the white garland that we're working with. That way we are going to keep our shape right here. So I want it to be really airy, so I'm gonna start right there, like that. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying this holiday season. We've done so many DIYs, and there's still so many more to come. I'm really hoping that you are as excited as I am for what's to come, you guys. We're just getting started. And remember, just a reminder that our home tour, it's the first Sunday in November. So be sure to tune in the first Sunday of November to watch all of this put together, this beautiful blue and white theme that we're doing this year. I'm super excited because blue and white, if you know me, you know that blue and white is kind of like my obsession. And this year, I really want to take it to the next level by adding all this beautiful blue and white to my Christmas. Right, so I have, as you guys can see, it looks like this is swirling around the Christmas tree. And I'm going to add this guy right here, because this is where it's going to connect to my reindeer. So I'm going to make sure that this one comes down like this. And I'm going to save one to really connect it all the way down. All right, so that is our picks that we're going to add. It is looking so good. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to add the ribbons. And for that, I selected a beautiful white ribbon. And I'm just gonna get to working because, you know, I realize that this season, these videos are just getting too long, you guys. So I'm just gonna try and give you all of the tips if you want to do something like this. Now, remember, this is my theme, the one that I chose for my home tour. But if you like the techniques, all you have to do is keep the technique and swap the color scheme, the ribbons, to everything that you're doing in your home. So that way, well, you can also have a gorgeously decorated home without having to break the bank. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm gonna do a 3-loop bow. I'm gonna grab my wire right here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna attach really fast, and I'm gonna start right here on the top. Make sure that you fluff these bows really good. This beautiful white ribbon, it's so glittery. It's from At Home. I love it. It was so affordable. Right, so I'm gonna start right here at the very top with a bow. And remember, we're only attaching to the white garland. That's how we're going to keep that swoop. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a swoop right here, one like that, and then I'm gonna swap all the way up here, giving it about 10 inches, and then I'm gonna grab another bristle. I'm gonna attach this guy right here, very loosely. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm gonna continue going around to this side. And I find another one, and I'm gonna cut right here, grab my scissors, and I'm gonna give it a tail, but I want that tail to continue to go that way, because remember, we don't wanna get in the way of the green of the tree, because that is what's going to really give us that swoop motion. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small bow, maybe a 2-loop bow, and then I'm going to grab a wire, and I'm going to attach right here, kind of like connecting it to the other one, because I really want it to be beefy. So I want, of course, all of these loops, and then I'm gonna cut a tail right here. But remember to make it go with the garland in that motion. So now I'm gonna repeat over here. Thumbs up if you guys are enjoying, like I said, this season. I had so much fun, and be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what out of all of the projects was your favorite. I had so much fun, but I can already tell that the way the house is turning out for the home tour is probably going to be my favorite. If you guys been following the series, you know that I share with you how to do arrangements, how to do lanterns, how to do Christmas trees, and there's still so much more to come, and I cannot wait. So be sure to tag along as we continue to decorate for the holidays. All right, so now I'm gonna attach right here. I'm gonna go with that motion of the garland, fluffing my bows really, really good so that way I can see all of that glitter. And I'm going to grab a bristle right here, and I'm gonna make a loop. I'm gonna grab another bristle right here, go all the way down, and I'm going to make a loop. I'm gonna dovetail right here. And remember to make it go with a garland. We want to continue to keep that shape right here. All right, you guys, so I'm going to do a few more of these bows and I'll be right back with you to give you the next step. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so I'm done with the white ribbon. As you guys can see, it does look like a garland is going around the tree. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same with this beautiful navy blue ribbon that came from Shinoda Design Center, and I am obsessed with this because it is so beautiful. It's made out of like a burlap fabric. It's very stiff. As you guys can see, it's so easy to work with, and it has a beautiful hang to it. It makes it so easy to make bows. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make 3 loop bows like so, and also I'm going to attach right here. But for this particular one, I'm not gonna go around the garland. I'm just going to do the bows and install them right here where I have a break of my garland. So basically just attach like that, go ahead and fluff them and give them a little tail like this. So every other bow, I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I want to make sure that there's plenty of that blue and white. You guys, I don't even know why I love blue and white so much. Maybe it's because when I worked as a florist back in Kansas, my favorite thing to do, and I think I already told you this story, but I'm gonna say it again. My favorite thing to do was to go decorate people's homes for Christmas. So we got to go in some really wealthy homes. Not one, not two, but plenty of them. And so what I got to discover is that every single person in that neighborhood had this beautiful blue willow and the real stuff. And I just fell in love with it ever since. And so I was like, oh wow, blue and white really makes a home look so elegant. And I just absolutely love it. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add this guy right here. And remember to just use the white garland so that way you continue to have that swoop motion. So make sure that you add your bows like that. And so ever since, I just fell in love with blue and white, and I've been collecting it for a while. I know someday I'm praying I'm gonna have like the real thing, you know, those beautiful Chinese ginger jars and all of those pagodas, and oh, it's just so beautiful and elegant. You know what, you only live once, so why not just treat yourself to some of the best? Because we work hard. I know I work hard, and sometimes I tell myself, you know what, Ramon, just treat yourself because one day you're going to be gone. So while you are here and alive, just be sure to enjoy what you do, which I really do enjoy what I do, and then also to enjoy the things that life has to provide for us. I'm gonna add one right here. And so I want to encourage you to do the same thing. If you are like me and if you are a hardworking person, go ahead and treat yourself to the best. Buy that purse and use it. I'm giving you permission. Buy that purse. Don't tell your husband I said that. Buy that purse and use it. Go ahead and treat yourself, treat your friends, treat your family. Because one day, you know, I just went to watch this movie, After Death. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. And it was such an eye-opener because we're so blessed to be here. And sometimes we forget, you know, that we are healthy. I have air in my lungs, I can breathe. I have my mom, my grandmother, I have Jameson, I have a home, I have a job. And so what else is there, you know? What else is there? Why is it that sometimes we are so unhappy? And I really honestly believe that the reason why is because we are not connected to the Lord. And I'll tell you what, the other day I was having a conversation with my mom, and because I got so busy, you guys, decorating for Christmas, I stopped meditating. And I'm a meditator. Every morning I meditate. I try to spend my time in the morning with the Lord first thing. And so I stopped meditating, and not because I wanted to, just because I wanted to get all these projects done. And we've been doing so many projects. And so I told my mom, I was like, when I stop meditating and when I start reading the Bible in the morning, like I stopped being so happy, and like things were frustrating me. And so I thought about it. I was like, that is why, because I stopped meditating and I stopped praying. And so I really want to encourage you to, if you are having a hard time, look into your life, and maybe what you're missing is that, you guys. We're probably missing that connection with our Creator. So I really want to encourage you right now to take some time and be thankful for the things that you have. And especially this time of the year, we should be so thankful. I am so thankful, that I have a Savior who laid down his life for me, and that way I can have eternal life. And then that way I get to do all the things that I love to do, which is to teach you, to encourage you, to entertain you, to hopefully inspire you. And so I'm so thankful. All right, so I'm gonna add this last one up here. I went off golf course right there, but I feel like somebody needed to hear all of that today. So if that's you, be sure to leave it in the comments below. All right, so I'm gonna touch this guy right here. And I'm gonna dovetail my last ribbon. We got to the end. So basically I used a bolt of blue and a bolt of white, and I just did all of these bows going around my Christmas tree, and it's looking so beautiful. But now I'm gonna get all of my next step, which is going to be ornaments, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, everyone, so for our next step, I'm going to do our clusters of ornaments. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab a larger size ornament, and I'm going to close it at the top. Then I'm gonna grab a smaller one, but in a different finish. And then I'm gonna grab one of these blue and white ones, and I'm going to let them all drop right here. And I'm gonna grab a spot where I want it. I'm gonna grab that wire, and I'm going to wire into one of the bristles. It is super simple to make. So once again, we're going to grab a large one, and we poke that wire through. And then we're going to grab another one. In this case, I'm gonna grab a white and blue one, and this is where you want to alternate all of your ornaments, all of the finishes and things, so that way it is more beautiful. And once we have them all wired like this, well, we need to look for a spot like right here. Remember to go along with that white garland, so that way you keep that motion of swirl. So I'm gonna grab this one right here. You want to stay within that. So I'm going to continue adding these clusters, and I'll be right back with you to give you the next step. And remember to just alternate the sizes, the shapes, and everything, so that way it looks more beautiful. Keep watching. All right, so for our next step, what we're going to do is we're going to add some of these beautiful David Christopher poinsettias. And look, you guys, how absolutely gorgeous are these poinsettias. Remember, David Christopher is still offering you 10% off on your entire purchase with the code Ramon10 at checkout on their website. That's if you want to purchase some of these absolutely stunning. Look how that beautiful that is. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start right here on the top, and I'm going to alternate. So check what I'm doing. I'm cutting half of it because I don't need that stem to be so long. I never do, actually. And sometimes, unless you're making taller arrangements, there's really no need for that stem to be so long. But I know they have to make them that long because sometimes people, especially in the industry, they do really long arrangements. And you know what they say, it is easier to cut it short than to make it long again. So I'm gonna put one right here. I'm gonna go over to this side. I'm gonna insert one right here, following that motion with the swirl that we're doing. Remember, we're doing a swirl garland, which means it looks like it's swirling around that Christmas tree. The rest of the Christmas tree is going to be bare because, well, that's what I wanted this year. I wanted to be different. I wanted to create something I've never seen before. So I'm sure somebody's done it. I just never seen it, to be honest. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I invented it, because I know I did not. You know, my ex-boss used to say there is nothing new under the sun. And all of those people, they're like, oh, I'm so original. No, you probably saw it somewhere. I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you that I go to market and that's where you see some of these great ideas. And then you take them home and make them your own. But it's the same thing than you watching this video right here to just get the idea, which is what I'm trying to sell you. The idea, and that way you guys know whether you like the idea and you can turn it into your own. Like I told you at the beginning, if you don't like this color scheme, that's fine. Just change it to your color scheme. And this particular garland design is going to save you some money because you're only doing the garland around and the rest of your Christmas tree is going to stay bare. So it is a good deal, don't you think? All right, so now I'm gonna cut this pesky tag that our friends at David Christopher's put on them. And I understand why they have to have a code and all that thing. So, but look how stunning these are, you guys. They're navy, they're so beautiful. So I'm going like this, chung 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 chung. I'm gonna go over to this side and I'm gonna put one right here, and then I'm going to add one last one. Oh, I dropped it, but it's okay. I can always bend down even though my own knees are like crack. All right, so I'm going to open this guy so beautifully. And then I'm going to, well, get the tag off, because so many of you have read me for it. And I'm going to add this guy over on this side, probably right about here, so that you could see it really well. Like that. And see how it looks like it's swirling already, it's creating that motion. Wait till you see the end result. All right, you guys, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go grab some greenery picks and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. All right, you guys, so the next thing I'm going to add is going to be some of these beautiful frosted eucalyptus that I found at Hobby Lobby. And I'm always telling you to take them apart like this because you get more bang for your buck. And look how easy it really is to just pull them. Is this one always the one that doesn't want to come out? But if you just pull really hard, then we can get them all undone. And you're gonna get all of these picks out of 5. Look at this. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna grab one at a time and I'm going to start right here on the top. Remember, we're going to respect that shape, and I'm just gonna alternate them all throughout. Look how much movement this has. Oh my gosh, I love it. I absolutely love it. And we're going to respect that shape. Like I said, we're gonna insert this eucalyptus like that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna start on this side right here too, because this is where it's going to connect to our reindeer. So I'm gonna save me a few, because I'm gonna use them to connect. So I'm gonna go right here, right here. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And remember to respect that motion of the garland. So we're gonna continue to add right here. Just make sure that I wish I could glue it, but you know that I would regret it if I glued it, because then I'm gonna need all these things to continue sharing with you, and I'm gonna just be like, oh no, what did I do? Look how beautiful this looks, you guys. How it's giving it that girth that it needs. I'm gonna go over to this side and go like this. And another one right here, like that. And then I'm going to add this guy over on this side. Let me see, where do I need it? Sometimes you have to step away from it just to make sure that, you know, you put it right where you need it. All right, so now I'm going to add a few more picks that I have, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. Okay, so now what we're going to add is going to be some of this beautiful navy eucalyptus. And these navy eucalyptus, you guys, came from a home. And believe it or not, I've had it for a few years and I've never used it. But I'm telling you all the time that sometimes whenever you see something that you like, just go ahead and grab it, because you never know when you'll need it. I'm a strong believer in that, you know, like if I see something that I really love, I know that the store's gonna run out of it, and most likely they will not carry it again. So that's why I'm always telling you, grab what you like when you see it, because then it can complete the look. Like, look, I had no idea that a few years later, I was gonna do this blue and white theme. And so now what I'm going to do is add all of these beautiful eucalyptus that I found at the at-home store, and I'm gonna start adding on the same motion that I did. So basically just add right here, and this is going to make our garland look even thicker. We'll have to respect that shape. Remember to respect the shape of this, and you want to make sure that you just add it in some spots so there is some of this blue all throughout the garland. So I will have to make sure to go all the way over here just to make sure that there's that blue everywhere. Let me see where else. I'm gonna leave one to the end. All right, so now I have this beautiful David Christopher's pick, and as you guys can see, there's 4 of them to 1. Well, actually there's only 1, but what I like to do is just cut these guys at the very edge. And so that's going to give me 4. I'm gonna open one more, let's see. I want you to see how it looks like on the package. And you guys, this is so beautiful. David really does know how to design these products. And I love the way they design not only the product, but they give us the option to cut like this and to create longer or shorter pieces, because it really gives you more bang for your buck. And that way, look, I have now this beautiful navy, glittery, yummy pick. And if you are a wreath maker, this is perfect for you, because look, you can get 4 out of 1. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna go all the way back here to the back, and I'm gonna start right here, inserting this, just alternating once again, like that. And then I'm going to add right here. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It really is. Then I'm going to go one right here, like this. I wanna make sure that I poke somewhere where the pick can really stay. And I'm gonna add this one right here, like that. I'm gonna go all the way over here. Now the reason why I'm decorating this Christmas tree right here is because it was gonna stay. And so I wanna make sure that I don't move it too much, because it's got a lot of things going on in here. I'm gonna add one right here. Let's see. No, I don't like it right there. So I'm gonna move it over here. I'm gonna lift this up and I'll put it right there. Now we have it all throughout the garland. All right, you guys, the moment of truth. I'm going to clear this real quick. I'm gonna move the reindeer in here and I'll share with you the end result. Keep watching. You guys, I got so excited I forgot about the last step, which is our accent ribbon. And it is the thing that ties the whole home together. This chinoiserie, beautiful D. Stevens ribbon. Isn't it just absolutely gorgeous? I love it. And so you know that I like to do is loops like this. And this is the same loops that I had last year on my bowl garland. Do you guys remember the bowl garland? Well, this was the last accent to it. And look, I kept them. I just left them like that, put them on a box, store them away. And so now I'm going to use them right here. So I'm gonna do one at a time because I want to make sure that I can see this ribbon. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it right here. Now I'm gonna have to be really meticulously and careful to not disturb any of these elements, but I do want this blue and white ribbon, because look what it does. It just creates so much drama. It ties the whole house together because there's going to be so much of this throughout the house. So I'm gonna put this guy right here, like that. Now I'm going to add this one maybe down. Let's see, where do I want it? I want it down here. And you can just push it in and grab your wire and bend it to keep it in place. I'm gonna grab yet another one and add it right here. And I'm gonna keep this one for this side to add right about here. All right, now I'm gonna put it all together and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. So what do you guys think? Isn't this absolutely stunning? I just love the way that this garland goes all the way around the Christmas tree and it swags right here into the deer and it goes down. My plan for the home tour is to drop some candles into these votive holders so they really sparkle. I just absolutely love the way this looks, and this can be done in any color combination. Right now my colors are blue and white, but this also will look fabulous in all red or all green or all white or any color really for that matter. And all you have to do is swap those colors into the colors that you are selecting. You guys, I cannot be more excited to share with you my Christmas home tour 2023 coming really soon. But before we do that, be sure to drop a comment down below and let me know what do you think about this gorgeous Christmas tree DIY. I cannot wait to share with you the next one coming soon. And remember, we do have a date this Sunday for a brand new video here on my YouTube channel. All right, you guys, well, that's all I have for today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up because it is free and it really helps this channel. Also share with your friends on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp so they too can come and join these Christmas decorating DIYs and ideas, and of course decorate with me for Christmas. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, consider subscribing, and as always, you can watch more videos right now. Until next time, bye.